Hi, it's Celeste, your canary in the coal mine. Today I have an interesting little tip on how to increase your level of happiness. So for the last several months I've been keeping a list of what I was engaged in at the time that I felt happiness. And it's been a very revealing list. So I'm going to suggest that you do a similar thing. Just keep a list someplace, and when you feel happy, write down what you're doing. And what I found out from doing that is, first of all, I have a big list. I'm very pleased to say I have a pretty big list. And the original purpose of doing that list was so that when I wasn't feeling happy or I was feeling depressed, I would have a resource that I could turn to do one of my items on that list to return myself to happiness. I've never found that these books that talk about things you can do necessarily fit me very well. I try some of them and I think, it didn't work, it doesn't feel right. But these are surefire for me. I know that when in the past, when I've engaged in these things, I felt happy. So I have a rather lengthy list at this point. And what's very interesting about this is they're not big things. They're not like, took a trip to California or anything like that. They're things like sitting in the backyard listening to the birds, or seeing a fresh snowfall, or hearing the sound of a wind chime. Just little things. And I didn't deliberately choose little things. It's what's come up. What I've discovered from this process of writing this list of what am I doing when I'm feeling happy is that mostly it's very little things, and it often has something to do with being in present time and hearing or seeing or looking at something. Like one day I was sitting out in the yard and a swarm of sparrows came into the yard and landed in this one tree, and they're chirping a lot, and it was very pleasant. So that's my little tip for today, is I wish that you would start your own happiness list. And you'll probably discover a lot about your emotional health doing that, and plus you'll have this resource that when you don't feel very happy, you have a list to turn to and just choose one of the items on the list and go do it and see if that changes your state. So that's my health tip for today, because we know that the happier you are, it changes your body chemistry, it boosts your immune system, it reduces the stress chemicals, which means your heart rate goes down, and all kinds of good things happen in the body when you increase your happiness. So that's my tip for today, and I hope you get well and stay well. Thanks.